day 2 of Woolly Good Gathering, and I am excited. I have packed up here at my Airbnb, and Pinga has changed outfits. You might have already seen her in yesterday's footage because Pinga came along and we were like looking at all the yarns together. But also I met Jessica of Jessica Faith Cooper. Well, that's the podcast. Go and check out Jess's podcast. I really love her vlogs and her chatter and her projects, and it was so nice to meet in real life. And we took to the market after sitting in a cafe and knitting. It's the MF Coffee place, so within the grounds of Summer Hall where Woolly Good Gathering is happening. And it was really nice to have like a shop and vlog buddy, so it didn't feel so awkward to film like the yarns and things. We also met because I went to Ginger Twist Studio where Jessica works, and I met their colleague Freddie. It was so nice to chat with them both and see all the yarns, and that is actually where the first purchase happened. So I decided I would kind of check in here with a little mini vlog where we're at with the festival. I'm wearing my sun gazer sweater because it's actually quite sunny here, so I'm hoping with the festival vibes being all warm and stuff, I can like show off this two-sided top. It's James and Watts pattern sun gazer sweater, and I made it from Lino Muka. I love it so. I wanted to wear it yesterday, but I didn't. It was in my bag. But I wore the soiree sweater, which I really like. That is with Chilister, which is Isle of Skye Natural Dyes, I think. That's their name now. I thought they were selling here. I didn't find them yesterday. Let's see if that was just a confusion in my head. Lots of confusions in my head have happened considering this Woolly Good Gathering and who's there and who's doing what. So I'm just going with the flow. So I took the bus to Ginger Twist Studio, and I made a purchase there. Look at this amazing label. I've all crunched it up. So this is the Suri silk. So it's sweet Suri lace, baby Suri mulberry silk. My favorite go-to fluffy yarn, and I love this color. It's called Gomblomie, and it's this really saturated, acidy, greeny yellow. And this color from, like, it was love at first sight. Appledore from John Aben Textiles called Quench. And look, I mean, in the sunlight now. It's a lace weight, and it's the whole rainbow in one skein of yarn. If they'd had 2 skeins, I would have bought 2 skeins, but they only had the one. Oh my god. And I saw the sample. I might put a picture here in this dark corner above my head of these two held together in a tiny little love note. And what a good sample that was, because I wanted to buy this and I ended up buying that as well because of the sample. Good baby sample. Well done sample. I love them. So that was my first purchase of the day, including some little tags, but they're at the bottom of my bag that I want to sew into the backs of sweaters when I finish them. And it's like got a little 80s tape on it. I might put a picture here again. 80s tape, and it says mashup, which is, you know, these are kind of mashup projects. So yeah, I'm gonna savor them for special projects. And that was the first purchase of the day. And then I quickly took the bus. Well, as quickly as the bus would take me, I went to Summer Hall, and I had tickets to go to Sylvia Watts Cherry, the talk. It's called like how I found my identity via my knitting designs or knitting in general. And it was so amazing. It was a really touching tale, or kind of, it's not really fictional because it's so real, of Sylvia sharing about her roots, her upbringing, and all her identities that are tied into her as a person, and then how that is kind of triggered or is kind of found in her knitwear designs, and how the knitwear designs kind of brought her to the realizations, you know, there is no such thing as where do we come from, it's just who we are. And I really enjoyed seeing Sylvia. I've met Sylvia at the Edinburgh festivals in the past, and so it was really nice to see all the amazing designs and samples and get to hold them. And I will actually go back and look at them some more and try and film them in the place where they keep the samples for the kind of meet and greet with the designer. So I'm excited to kind of show a bit more of that, because that was my highlight yesterday. It was so lovely. And afterwards I was a bit like frazzled and sat in the cafe for ages until Jessica found me there. After the shift finished at Ginger Twist Studio, Jessica showed up at the festival, and that was like my highlight, to hang out with feels like we know each other for ages through like podcasting and checking in on each other and Vlogmas, and I absolutely loved hanging out in real life and chatting, and you know, whatever, all the inspiration and stuff that was going on around us, it felt like we're just there and chatting, knitting together, taking funny vlog moments of shopping, and yeah, just a really nice in real life connection, which then continued because I walked a little bit towards where we booked tables, because my friend Knitted Dukers, who's Louisa, and Maddie Harvey, who are Maddie's here in Edinburgh and Louisa lives in Aberdeen, so we met and had a really great evening. It was so nice. We went out for pre-meal drinks, and then we had a really lovely meal, and we got to hang out because we had reserved a table really late in the evening, so we could just keep the table as long as we wanted. And whenever we felt like our bus was here, we kind of just got off and left, and we had a really nice chat and connection. And yeah, it was really inspiring. Okay, all of that was about my day, but I wanted to actually talk about what I bought. So the first thing I bought at the festival are these minis and some little keychains. Here. Yeah, so these are third Volt yarn. I'm going to put their name down here because I had not seen their yarns before, and I love these micros and a mini. And I got a kind of dice knitting really cool keychain. I'm going to put that on my project bag. I love it. And from Beyond Measure I got this wrap measure for yarns, which I think will sometimes help at work when there's someone who comes in with a mystery yarn, or if ever I start spinning, then you can kind of measure your yardage on this little gadget. So all of that lives in this brand new vintage fabric project bag made by Midwinter Yarns. And safe to say, I fell in love with it and Jessica fell in love with it, so we both bought it. So now we're like twinning with bags. Okay, I'm off, so I'm excited to see what day 2 holds. I'll take you along. I'll definitely be more festival-y today. Yesterday it was more like getting to know it and kind of joining in, but today is going to be very much getting engaged. I'm trying to get more shots with people in it because I keep taking pictures of Pinga or me, but I'm going to try and kind of document who I see, and yeah, we'll share that with you, so come along.